Bitcoin. It's happening now. What's up, everyone? Crypto J here, back at you with another great video for today. Today we have a good video for you guys. We have Morgan Stanley is unleashing 15,000 wealth advisors to sell Bitcoin ETFs. So in today's video, we're going to be going over the market, what's going on overall and in general. Guys, I do not think it is time to panic. I don't think you should be in fear. I think this is actually a great opportunity to stack up on more. I am not a financial advisor. This is only for educational purposes and for fun. All right, guys, let's get into the video. Morgan Stanley is unleashing 15,000 wealth advisors to sell Bitcoin ETFs. All right. After months of buildup, the first of America's largest banks is finally allowing wealth advisors to sell Bitcoin ETFs to clients. On Wednesday, Morgan Stanley lifted the gate on letting its roughly 15,000 investment advisors sell Bitcoin ETFs to clients. With trillions of dollars in portfolio holdings among the largest banks now in play, action in the Bitcoin ETFs is sure to get interesting. As CNBC reported last week, Morgan Stanley advisors are now getting BlackRock's and Fidelity's products in front of clients. According to Cosmo Jiang, the shot of the starting gun is largely flying under the radar. So it's basically talking how Morgan Stanley is now able, they gave the green light to their advisors to go ahead and start selling Bitcoin ETFs to their clients. So this is great news, especially after the big crash that that happened a couple of days ago. We started seeing Bitcoin to start climbing back up, which we'll get into the charts now in a little bit. All right, so let's get into the charts. Charts here. Let's go ahead and look at the charts and see what's going on. Perfect. So we're still within this downward trend channel right here. And remember, this downward trend channel, okay, has bounced a couple times. It came up out of it, but then it closed. It wicked back up and closed back inside of it. So we're still looking good. Even after the crash, we're still looking really decent. If we get a nice little bounce here, right? So as we see here, a nice little bounce, maybe start to head up and above, we might be able to even get above, break highs, right? And head all the way up here to 100K Bitcoin, right? 100K Bitcoin. This is looking really nice to do that. And hopefully we get a big boom coming out so that we can go ahead and get Bitcoin to 100K, which I think it's going to be a psychological level where a lot of people, it's going to be a lot of resistance because a lot of people have been saying for the past crypto bull runs that Bitcoin to 100K, Bitcoin to 100K. So that's what I believe. I believe Bitcoin is going to have a big psychological resistance at that, but I think we should break through it by this year or even next year in 2025. So let's go ahead and get on to some more news. Wells Fargo reportedly plans to offer Bitcoin ETFs after Morgan Stanley. So Morgan Stanley started it and it's opening the doors for all the other institutions to go ahead and start offering Bitcoin ETFs to their clients. So this is, if you guys can see, everything is unfolding little by little. All it takes is for one big institution to do it, and then all the other institutions start copying exactly what the bigger institutions are doing. They're starting to do and mimic them, right? So Wells Fargo is starting to offer their Bitcoin ETFs after Morgan Stanley starting to do it to their clients, right? Investment advisors of 1.3 trillion asset manager Morgan Stanley to offer spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds ETFs to their clients starting Wednesday. Banking giants such as Wells Fargo and UBS are likely to follow Morgan Stanley. Of course, they're going to mimic them, right? To help their clients get exposure to Bitcoin. So this is all good news. Even with a big crash that happens, remember, there's always some type of crash, a bigger correction that's always to happen before Bitcoin is to explode, right? It happened in 2020 with the COVID crisis, the COVID crash, right? Bitcoin did the same thing. Bitcoin had a big crash down, and then it just, after that crash, it was a shakeout event to scare people out of their position so that the bigger money or the bigger institutions can buy it down low and take all their positions, all the people that got scared, take them out and get into their positions so that they can able to boom straight up to $70,000 Bitcoin like they did last bull run, right? Same thing is happening. Remember, history likes to repeat itself. There's a shakeout event that just happened now, right? A crash, a scary crash that scared a lot of people out of their positions. On top of that, yes, Japan was raising interest rates, so a lot of people had to sell a lot of their positions to be able to pay off their loans from Japan. Yes, that was another thing that happened, which made it even worse, right? But it's all a shakeout event, right? Japan said that they're not going to raise any more interest rates because of what happened, right? It's too much. It was too big of a crash, all in 2 days, for them to keep doing that. So they're going to hold off for now, and that's good because the money printers are going to start turning back on for the U.S. Treasury. Are they going to start printing money and start saving everyone? So everything is leading to good news. Everything is looking like history is about to take place, just like it happened in the 2020 COVID crash, that it zoomed right up to $70,000 or $69,000 Bitcoin. Same thing here. We had a nice little crash and scared people out of positions, and now watch. In my opinion, it's going to take off to $100,000 by the end of the year, or by the beginning of, or the first quarter of 2025. So this is all good news, guys. Do not get scared. Actually, I'm not going to advise you, but I would at least, in my opinion, is to stack up on more crypto, and maybe some cryptos that you're down on because of the crash. Stack up on more, buy more. Always leave some cash available so that when things like this happen, you're able to buy more of your crypto. Okay? Perfect. Or maybe even new ones that you weren't able to buy. Now they're so low, maybe you're able to get in on them now. So great. Let's get on to the next thing here. The Treasury. All right. The Treasury, which we have from Crypto Lord here. So the USA is set to initiate a 50 billion Treasury buyback program. 8.5 billion. This is what I was talking about, the Treasury, the buyback program that they're doing. 8.5 billion buyback scheduled for August. 31.5 billion buybacks planned for September. So money printers coming back on, right? 10 billion buybacks slated for October, right? There you got Mr. Powell, printing in that money, That's actually a funny image. That's pretty cool. So yes, this is so cool. We have this going on. Bitcoin Magazine right here in on X, formerly known as Twitter, which I like to say Twitter a lot. I still can't get it out of my head. It's hard for me to just say X. It's so simple. But just in 13.2 billion Cantor Fitzgerald analyst says, we believe this right here. We believe this is an opportune time to add exposure to Bitcoin ahead of what could be outsized returns over the coming year. Rocket. Dude, this is so good. And this is so right? Because looks like exactly what happened in 2020 is happening right now. All right, so Japan is allowing, like another thing I was talking about, Japan, they had raised their interest rate to 0.25. Japan is allowing their currency to devaluate again while the U.S. yield curve is rising, meaning the Japanese carry trade is back on, right? So people that were getting loan money from Japan, right, to be able to invest in the U.S. markets, they had to pay back those loans because interest rate go up, meaning it becomes more expensive. So now whatever they had gotten a loan from Japan, now it's more expensive because the interest rate went up, and it was going to keep going up, but they paused it, which is good. So a lot of the freak out that was happening has already calmed down. The carry trade allows firm to borrow cheaply in Japan and use the fresh liquidity to pump U.S. markets. Let's go. This is awesome. Perfect, guys. Perfect. So this is all the news I have for today. I just wanted to let you guys know, do not panic. Do not get scared out of your positions, because that's what the big money wants. They want to scare you out of your positions so that they could take in your positions, right, and buy up all that at the bottom and raise the price, and then it's too late for you to get back in, right? So don't get scared out of your positions. Keep your positions. Do what the smart money is doing, right? They are not selling. They are buying right now. They are stocking up because for what's about to come, there is a big boom going to come, and it could be any day now. You're gonna wake up and you're gonna see Bitcoin just going anabolically insane, crazy. Your altcoins going crazy, and once Bitcoin reaches whatever highs they want to reach for this next wave up, and they start selling and starting moving that money into altcoins, is when we're gonna have our altcoin season. And yes, altcoins will raise with Bitcoin as it's going up. But after Bitcoin starts selling off on the second wave, that's when you're going to see the altcoins start to really move, because people are taking profits from Bitcoin to be able to go ahead and put it into the altcoins. So get ready for that, guys. That's all that I have in this video for you guys today. And tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and update you with tomorrow's video. I have a great video set up for tomorrow, guys. Go ahead and please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just a click of a button. I really appreciate it if you can like and comment down below. What do you guys think is going to happen here within now until January? What do you guys think is going to happen? Is Bitcoin going to go crazy to 100K and past it, or is it going to go down? I would like to hear you guys' opinions and comments down below. All right, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless. Stay safe out there. And peace.